So now we finally finished catching up with issue number 15. So that I can finally get back to talking about issue number 16 on a somewhat timely schedule. Issue number 15 felt like, in many ways, getting back to storylines that haven't been touched for a little while. And that's nice, because there was a little while there where I was like, no more! There are enough stories running already. But now that those stories have received some development, I'm very happy to see the other stories again. So, talking about kind of the smaller one first, Batwoman is in Rio de Janeiro. I don't know why. I don't know how she got there, or when, or what she's been accomplishing. We haven't been following her at all. We saw her for one panel. Way back in issue 2. We saw her for one panel. And that was about it. But, we learned that she has had a hand in things. She has been in Rio, and she found this nanobite, dermatologist surgeon who did create that, nanobite mask that we talked about back in issue 11. So she found him, and she's interrogating him for answers, and hopefully that's going to lead to some results on who set Gordon up, what's going on here, all that good stuff. So, thankfully, when in doubt, rely on our dear red-headed Jewish lesbian friends to save the situation and figure everything out. Somehow I don't think that's very applicable to most places in life, but alright, so Batwoman figured that out, and she's passing information off to Red Hood and Batgirl, so that storyline's going on. We see Tim Drake touch down in Tokyo, with Harper in tow, of course. Row in tow. Ugh. And he's going to go confront Serge Elliott. At least his name's not Serge Tankian. Then I could really expect him to start doing cool stuff. Yeah. He's going to go confront Hannibal Elliott. He tells Harper, you stay here. You're not experienced enough for this. You're preaching to the choir, Tim. I'm agreeing with every word you're saying right now. But no, she's surely going to get involved, and I'm sure I will enjoy what goes on until she comes in. Or maybe this will finally be the moment she establishes herself. Maybe this will finally be the point where I start to give a damn. We can hope. We can hope. So that goes on. And then the other major story going on, we see little bits of Bard and Batman, but only little bits. The other major thing going on is we finally get back to the Spectre and Batwing as they're inspecting Arkham Asylum. And, man, Arkham Asylum just went to hell. It is like a destroyed mess on the inside, and Batwing's like, how long do you think it's been like this? And Spectre says, it could be years, we don't know. It's just it's a destroyed wreck. It looks like the end of the Arkham Asylum video game, honestly, but but we didn't see how it got there, and apparently it's been on its way downhill for years. People have been getting killed in there for years, and we don't know why. So I'm hoping to learn more about that. That's very engaging. And they're exploring it, and there's some creepy supernatural stuff going on. Like Scarecrow is stuck to the ceiling in one room, and his blood is spiraling downward, like some kind of reverse Nightmare on Elm Street situation. It's really cool and really effective. I like Arkham Asylum a lot in this issue. It's very fun to just look around at it and see all this destruction. And there are mentally insane zombies in the basement. Maybe it feels a touch out of place in a Batman story, but not that much. I mean, there are always some supernatural elements to be played with, and especially in the 75th anniversary, well, yeah, of course we're going to bring those back. So I'm very happy to see those, and I'm very happy to see. It looks like they're having a lot of fun with that, and man, there's a lot of spooky stuff. Just Batwing and the Spectre trying to fight all these things off. And he's, solidly not in Spectre state ever. He's solidly Jim Corrigan, pulling some occult magic out whenever he can. Ten-Eyed Man's in the basement just slowly losing his mind, talking about giving in to, the ideas and the prayers of something going on here, probably related to Blackfire, but we haven't seen Blackfire in a while, so it makes me wonder just how deep his connection is into this. And I mean, there you go. Inmates are running the asylum. I know that's not what that term means, but it's still really, really cool to see it. And the asylum just looks so monstrous, and there's so much going on, and Joker's daughter gets her hands on Batwing at the end, so we'll see where that goes. Again, hopefully it'll lead to seeing the Joker make his grand return after Death of the Family, which, as we've established, I'm ambivalent towards. But I would be very happy to see him again, especially, face back intact, please. The face thing was just so weird, and I never got it, and I don't know. So, hoping we see more of that, and hoping it's good stuff. Even if he doesn't turn up, though, I am curious about what Joker's daughter is up to, and what the Ten-Eyed Man is going to be involved in, and all of that's real interesting stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, yeah, overall, not as exciting an issue as the previous week, but still a lot going on, still a lot to be admired. Speaking of stuff to be admired, let's get the Dustin Nguyen print down for a minute, because Dustin was involved in this issue. I don't know if he probably was just penciler. Let me just double check. Yeah, he did the penciling, but boy did he do a fantastic job. Because, man, everyone looks great in this issue. Designs that already look really fantastic, you can quote me, anyone who's out there can quote me on this. Batwoman has the best design of maybe any Batman-related character there is. She looks fantastic. It's even if it is just lots of black and red, which the Batman family is already saturated with anyway, it's just the fact that, it's the combination of the black mask, the bright red hair. I know it's a wig, but still, the hair looks really nice. She always looks a little kooky, but man, I think it's a fantastic design, and so she looks really, really great. Sorry, just wanted to get the poster up close. Yeah, where's Stephanie Batgirl? Stephanie Batgirl's right there, for what that's worth. So that's another design I really, really like, but Batwoman's is a little bit better, I think. And good God, this is the first time, this issue marks the first time I've ever seen an artist give New 52 Red Robin an ounce of dignity. He looks pretty good in this issue. And I don't know what it is. It's just like, they slim down his frames. His colors are vibrant enough, because too often they're not red enough. They're not. They need to be brighter. So they were brighter here, and they weren't doing the crazy spiky thing with his hair like they so often do. His hair is just too wild in too many new 52 DC books. No, they've got it solidly, late 2000s Tim Drake haircut, and it looks really good. And just just how he's drawn, again, the first time I've seen New 52 Red Robin given any dignity. And I think he looks great like this, and so it speaks to Dustin Nguyen that the guy can take even costumes who I've said over and over again I don't like, and make them look really, really good. And man, I just love the idea of him penciling every other friggin' issue from here on out. He's my favorite artist working in comics today, who will do something like this, because, yes, Alex Ross is probably better, but, you probably aren't going to see Alex Ross drawing something like Batman Eternal. So, yeah, it just very great to see what Dustin Nguyen does. Very great to see more of these storylines that, again, we haven't touched in a while. And I know I complained really hard during the first Batwing issue, but now I'm very happy to see it, because, the gang war aspect looks like it's over. Gordon's going to be watching over the Penguin and Falcone while they're in prison, so that'll be interesting. But overall, just there was a lot keeping my interest this issue, and a lot really making me look forward to the next issue, regardless of which of these multiple storylines we go into. Although, let's remember, they did say Stephanie's costuming moment is only going to be a few issues away. It's been 2 issues since they said that, so hopefully we're going to get that spoiler costume really, really soon. I am hoping. So, with that, my thoughts condensed on all those Batman Eternal comics I missed. I'm going to finally get back to doing them on time. Still no word on when I'm going to do anything else. I'm going to try and get some more Flashback up to you guys, because I know that kind of fell off the face of the earth, but I liked doing that series, so I'm going to get back to Flashback. Stuff is kind of stuck in developmental hell right now to talk about that update. Scott Pilgrim, Super Secret Project, they're not exactly moving how I need them to be moving right now, and I kind of have an idea of when they're going to be moving again, but right now it's really, really kind of hard to judge some of that, and I'm sorry to those of you who come to the channel and, basically keep me doing this when, it's gotten harder and harder for me to put these out, and so, hopefully I can get something new out to you soon, one way or another. And I owe it to, just you few guys who turn up over and over again to, help give some support. Leaping Ocelots, I've never given you a shout out in a video before, and I hope you watch the Batman Eternal vlogs, as I'm giving you a shout out now. Thank you for what you do, man. You help keep me going. You're the one who's always commenting, no matter how stupid a lot of my videos get. You've sent me a lot of comments, and I really appreciate it. Even if it's not that big a deal, anyone who sends me comments, I'm always very, very happy to read them one way or the other. So, hopefully more traditional recorded channel stuff is going to come up here pretty soon. I promise you, I am not running away from this situation. Or is that exactly what I'm going to do?